Hello everyone. I hope you're all doing well today. Welcome back to my channel. And I'm glad you're here. So today I have for you morning yoga routine for wellness and energy. So this is great to do as you start your day a little while after you wake up, or if you feel up to it, you can even do it after you wake up. So we'll start by sitting. I'm sitting cross-legged, but you can sit however you choose to, either on the mat or on the bed or on the sofa, and take a few breaths, ground yourself, and there we go. So on our all fours, palms under our shoulders, knees under our hips. Stretch one leg out, extending it back, stretching out through the calves. And often we forget how important flexibility and overall pliability of the body is to feeling energized. In fact, one of the issues that people as they get older face is stiffness. And that's one of the markers that your health is deteriorating, especially if your joints and your body starts to become stiff. So that is why these movements where you elongate your body and you stretch those muscles, those joints, become very, very important. We'll repeat it on the other side as well. So you extend your leg back, make sure your knee is locked, and from your hip, from your glutes till your heel, there should be one straight line. Breathe and try and maintain that straight line as you feel a stretch. It depending on how your body is. You could be feeling a stretch in your calves, your hamstrings, your quads, and even your hip flexors. So be mindful, and like I say, feel free to adjust if you want to adjust your knees. If you don't want to stay there too long, feel free to put your leg down. Next, after you bring that leg down, we'll come back to the other leg and then we'll raise it up straight. So try and keep your glute and your ankle, your heel in the same line. Again, knee is locked. So the movement or the pose is from your hips to your ankle. Again, since this is a pose where we are trying to elongate, we are trying to energize ourselves, be mindful, adjust wherever you require, and bringing that leg down, we'll move on and do the same movement on the other leg, extending the other leg straight back. Make sure you're breathing. Make sure you don't bend or try to maintain balance so your body doesn't skew over to any one side. This is also a great way to create more balance in your body. When you focus on each side of your body, you become more aware of inconsistencies and different areas of improvement, and you can do poses and movements accordingly to develop and improve those same areas. Now we'll come and sit in Vajrasana for a few moments, take a few breaths, and again come back to our intention of being well, being energized, and to remind ourselves how grateful we ought to be that we have this body to take care of, that the higher power, universe, God decided to bestow this gift of this physical vessel on us. Okay, now back to on our all fours, palms and knees, and then I want you to, you'll see, gently from one side. You see, I'm trying to adjust and I'm trying to find the right pose. I'll extend my right leg back. My toes are on the mat, and then I'll edge my other heel back and then extend my right hand up. Now, this is a great pose to improve not just flexibility but balance and core strength, and it kind of brings your awareness back to your body. So again, yoga is another way to, it's one of the best ways rather to quieten your mind, to reduce the chatter in your brain. So when you do this, what happens is that your body elongates, you're using your core, your entire body is one flowing motion. And now we'll repeat the same on the other side, extending my left leg now back. I'll pivot my right ankle towards the other side and then gently allow my left arm to elongate over my head. I was trying to repeat elongate there twice. So breathe, stay grounded, and it's like a one smooth line. So if it is difficult, then feel free to keep your hands down, and you can start with just one straight line from your leg to perhaps your torso, and then eventually work your way up to your arm. Also, if you have any issues in your shoulder, upper traps or upper back, it might cause a bit of pinching, so avoid that. Safe way, gentle way. Again, back to Vajrasana, just to again ground ourselves in this practice, remind ourselves of our blessings, accept ourselves with our flaws, so we'll repeat it again. Again, I'll elongate my right leg, extending my right arm back, straight up. My left knee pivots, landing my ankle onto the side and stretching out the entire obliques, the rib cage. Make sure you pay attention that you're breathing. Like I say often, while doing movements, while doing posture and moving from posture to posture, we end up not breathing. We end up holding our breath, which is pretty normal. But we have to work our way towards the awareness that we ought to breathe. Now on to the next side, on to the other side. And left leg straight on the mat, left hand straight up ahead, and right knee pivots the other side. Now always allow your body to tell you whether or not it's ready to go the extra mile, to push a little bit or not. Listening to our body is paramount. How we feel and to be aware of that is important, because that is the way to make the appropriate or the more informed decisions. Back to Vajrasana, where we will take a few moments to breathe, coming back to our intention of wellness and energy. So this practice today, this morning practice, is for you to feel, to access that feeling of wellness and energy. Now, back to all fours, and I take my knees a bit back. My palms are forward, and then I gently move my palms to the side, and then I bring my foot onto the other side. So if you can see, my palms are onto one side and my foot is not between my palms but rather onto the other side, and gently be mindful and press your pelvis gently down only as much as you can. So often we can have tightened hip flexors or issues with the hamstrings or the quads, which may make it a bit difficult. So please be mindful. And then we move back, straightening that same leg and thereby stretching out and opening up the calves and hamstrings. Be mindful, because your lower body, your legs are carrying your weight. So try not to move rashly. Be gentle as you go from pose to pose. Now I will go on to the other side. Now my knees are still back, and as you can see now, I move my palms to one side and my knees to the same side. So I move my knees and palms to one side, and then my other leg is going to come back, next to my palms. Again, feel free to adjust and find the right posture for your body. Be mindful of your hip flexors. Be mindful of your hips, your pelvis, back of your legs, your hamstrings and calves, and even your knees. So every posture, find your alignment gently. Stay there as long as your body allows you to. Breathe. And then again, straighten that leg as you move back, stretching out the calves, the hamstrings. Slow, controlled movements. Make sure you're supported. Make sure you don't do any sudden or movements that may put any of your joints or any of your, while doing any posture, don't put any joint or any part of your body in jeopardy. We'll go back to Vajrasana. Breathe. Today's practice was for energy and wellness. A great energizing practice to start your day. I hope you had a great time doing it too. And thank you for everyone who comes to my channel, watches the videos, and does the practice with me. I hope it's as fulfilling it is to you as it is for me. And thank you very much. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you. Hello everyone. I hope you're all doing well today. Welcome back to my channel. And I'm glad you're here. So today I have for you morning yoga